guys, what's up? Welcome to Somatic Pilates with weights. Today's class is going to be focused on the mind-muscle connection. So I invite you to join me with some light hand weights. And really, we're here to challenge ourselves to stay relaxed, even when we end up in those super intense burning sensations that Pilates loves to offer. So this is definitely going to be a challenging class physically and also mentally, asking you to dig deep where you really can push yourself, but also know when maybe today is just you need to back off and take a child's pose. So I invite you to explore that for yourself. We're going to be integrating deep diaphragm breath work. That's the kind of breath work we like to do in Pilates. So you'll be hearing me cue the breathing throughout the class. And I just want you to be super relaxed about that. If breathing sounds foreign or weird or uncomfortable for you, know that it doesn't have to be super specific and that all you need to do is take a deep breath in and deep breath out, even if it seems to not sync up with where I'm telling you to breathe. Your number one thing when you start working with breath is to just simply breathe in and out and not be too worried about how that all flows. Okay, guys, so we're gonna get into it. I'm working with a set of 3-pound dumbbells today. You could use probably anything from 1 to 5. I really wouldn't go heavier than 5. I even think that's a little heavy. But you know what? I want you to let yourself be your guide and pick what the right light weight is for your body. So let's bring it to the mat. We're gonna begin kneeling. Okay, guys, so meet me down. We're gonna be kneeling with the knees hips distance. Toes are untucked. You're gonna be kicking your shins down into the floor. And then I want you to think of energetically squeezing your legs inwards. Pull up through your pelvic floor and your abs. Hands have the weights, and you're gonna bring those arms right to the center of your chest. We're making a nice big circle with those arms. Press your shoulders down and press the weights together. So we're not moving, but we're already working. As you take your breath out, we're going to twist just the upper part of our torso to the right. So you're gonna turn the chest, keeping the hips still. When you're all the way in your twist, you're gonna pause, making sure those weights are still at the center of your chest and not beyond them. If that has happened, we've now moved from the arms and not the spine. So just reset and then come back through center. Press the shoulders down, press the weights together. Exhale, rotating over to the left this time. So moving just that upper part of your back, hips are still, and then coming back through center. You've got it. We're gonna take that breath out to rotate. As you come back to center, take a big breath in, pulling up from the tops of your knees to the crown of your head, lift. Deep breath out, we twist. Now when you're in the rotation, I want you to see if you can squeeze the weights together, activating those chest muscles, and push your shoulders down at the same time. So we keep a lot of opening in the chest, and we're starting to really activate those shoulders here. So feel into your body. Feel into the sensations and see where you can work harder. Like how hard are you pushing those dumbbells together? That's gonna create a really different effect in this move than if you were just kind of like halfway doing it like that, right? So give me that lift, find that really solid form. But know that you showed up today for yourself. So you obviously want this. So I want you to push yourself right into that level of intensity that you are looking for today. Good, we're gonna go for 3 more here. Last 2. Final 1. Okay, coming through center, we're gonna bring the arms down by the sides. Tuck the tailbone under, lift the hip points up towards your chest, right palm to the cheek. We're gonna go into a side bend. You're gonna reach the left hand to the floor, the right arm up and over. Try to keep that right knee really heavy so that we haven't moved our pelvis. And then bend the right elbow, arm goes down, the left palm to cheek. Keeping that left knee heavy, we stretch up and over through the side body. Bend the elbow to 90, reach it down. So I want you to think of taking a big breath in as you side bend, and then exhaling, we come back out of it using our abs. So the breath in is the stretch, the elongation. The breath out is the contraction. So your ribs are hugging in around that spine, supporting it as we lift our body all the way back up. Okay, we're gonna go for 4 more. We're just warming up here, starting to feel into where our body is today. Looking good. Last 2. And 1 more. Final one. Breathe in and out. Okay, push the weights together right at the center of your chest. I'm gonna go sideways for you now. You're going to round your chest and your hips to crunch together, and then release and open the chest up to the ceiling. So we're gonna flex the spine, pull the waist back, and we're going to arch the spine, hips up, tailbone out. So think kneeling cat-cows. I'm actively pushing the dumbbells together to create that sensation and the heat in the chest. Okay, so we've done spinal rotation, spinal flexion, and now we're doing flexion and extension. So I'm just trying to get the spine warmed up from every angle before we get into those more challenging moves. Let's take 2 more. Breathe out and round. Breathe in and arch. Last one. Exhale, scoop. Inhale, arch. Okay, coming into our last warm-up move, we're gonna press the dumbbells together at 90 degrees, palms face in. We are going to go into a kneeling crunch. So shins are pressed down. You're going to squeeze those dumbbells together as you tuck your hips under and pull your chest together and release just a little bit. So C curve, breathe out, breathe in. So think about your stomach when you do this shape, when you make this C curve shape. I want you to squeeze the dumbbells and pull your stomach in really deep. Now, you could totally do this and be like, what the heck are we doing? I don't feel anything. That's the idea. I'm giving you something that's not super challenging physically, but mentally, if you contract into your lower belly, you're gonna be like, okay, I feel those abs. There is heat to be had today. It will happen. So just give me 5 more of these. Scoop the ribs into the back of your shirt. We're gonna pulse it, last 2. Okay, hold that C shape in your spine. Really spread those shoulder blades and drop them down, push the dumbbells together, and now little crunches. Right at your waistline, exhale. Allow your breath to be relaxed. Free your jaw, breathe out, hear the breath, let it be audible. Every time you crunch your hips to your ribs, pull your stomach in. Let's go for a couple more. Keep breathing with it. Building heat in the midsection. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Okay, you guys, that is the warm up. Now we're gonna up the intensity a little bit and let yourself guide you. So here we go. We just need 1 dumbbell. We're gonna place that dumbbell behind the back of your right knee. I would say straighten the leg, put the weight there, and clamp it. You gotta squeeze it really tight. Hands are going wider than your shoulders. Knees are moving back. We're in a modified plank. Shoulders are gonna pull down, belly is in. You're gonna take it all the way down into your modified plank, pause. The weight in the leg is going to lift up, donkey kick, set the leg back down, press up. We're gonna climb the ladder. So we're gonna do 2 now. Down into your push-up, pause. Draw your upper back muscles together, and then we're gonna lift the right leg up, tap the knee down. 2 donkey kicks. Lift the right leg up, tap the knee down, and we press up. So it's really a full body move. We take it down nice and low. Improve your posture in your chest. Let's go 3 donkey kicks on the right for 3. Squeeze the dumbbell in your glute for 2. Last one. Right knee down, and we press up. Here we go. Taking it down, low push up. Looking slightly out in front of you. 4 donkey kicks for 4. And 3. Last 2. And 1. Right knee comes down. Press up. We are to 5. So we take it down. Stay nice and low in your push-up holds. Squeeze the dumbbell. We're up and down for 5. Nothing should move as we move that right leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee down, push up. Last round right here. Take it down, low push up, hold. Squeeze that dumbbell. We're up for 6 and 5. Find where you can control that breath and relax it, even though we're starting to get a little tougher here. Last one, knee down, press up. Okay, we're gonna step the right leg forward and grab the dumbbell in the right hand. You're going to take that right elbow to the inside of the right knee. The right foot is underneath the right knee. You're gonna go into a concentration curl. So you're pinning your elbow to your inner thigh. Chest is open, abs are in. Squeeze the dumbbell as hard as you can. Push as much tension between your elbow and your leg as you can to keep that upper arm really still. And then squeeze your bicep muscle. Really go for it. Like I said with the beginning of class, there's gonna be moments that the move's not crazy hard, and it's about you connecting to it and feeling in to the body without having too many other fancy, difficult things going on yet. We'll get there. Okay, we're gonna go for a couple more, and then I will invite you to advance this if that feels right for you today. Okay, last 2. Final 1. Okay, your back toes, left toes tuck under, hover the knee, low lunge, straighten your back. We concentration curl. Push your elbow and your knee into each other. Good, pull that heart forward. Try to keep most of the weight in that front foot. And then I want you to breathe through these challenging moments and let that breath guide you and relax you. There's no reason we need to let our nervous system get super freaked out here. You're in control, you've got this. Yes, it's hard, but it's doable. Good, you're gonna go for 7. That back knee is going to rest down. We're gonna grab the other hand weight. In 5. We're hovering, guys, you got this. For 4. And 3. For 2. And 1. Nice work. Set the back knee down and grab the other hand weight. Just keep your legs as they are. So we're gonna go around the world. Wrists are forward. You're gonna do a big circle up and over your head, a big circle down. We're doing that in our lunge. So when you're at the bottom of the lunge, hover that back knee, the arms are down. Whoop, gotta scoot over a little bit. As we stand up, the arms are circling up. So they're gonna be in front of your face the whole time, right? So we don't want them back here. See how the ribs pop? Pull the ribs in. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, lift. Pull your hips back as you go down. Press through that front foot, stand up. You've got it. Okay, so try to soften your facial features here. Soften your eyes. Don't let it look like you've had 3 espresso shots or an espresso martini. Just relax into it. Check on your jaw, your forehead. See what you can just kind of melt away here and focus on the body. Good work, you guys. We've got 5 more here. For 5. And 4. Good, keep that torso nice and lifted like your energy. For 3. And 2. Okay, last one. Meet me at the top, don't change the legs. Arms into a tricep overhead extension, palms in. Press your palms together, squeeze the weights together. Elbows hug in, you're gonna bend the weights behind your head. Then you're gonna press up. Okay, you're gonna go down into your lunge hold, and we've got our tricep overhead extension. Try to roll your tricep forward, your bicep back. How much can you squeeze those dumbbells? That's where this is gonna amp up the intensity. You've got it. Do we need to drop a little lower or lift a little higher? Talk to yourself and check in. This is your time, your workout. Sit into it for 4. And 3. We're gonna stand up. And 2. Last one for 1. And we're up and step it together. Good, body scan, shake off the tension. We did it, 1 leg. We will eventually do the other leg. So we're gonna do a flat back hinge. You're gonna bring your hands to your chest and squeeze the weights together. Open up across that chest. Feet hips distance, so not too wide, like heels right underneath your hip. Bend your knees for me. The whole time those knees are bent. Get super straight in your spine. Inhale, straighten your back as you lean over, making your back long and straight so you have a table-like spine at the bottom. Push the dumbbells together and pull the heart forward, and then draw your glutes together, stand up. Lift really tall, like your chest is gonna touch the ceiling. Then start to hinge forward, leaning over, but rather than a rounded shape, a straight line in that spine. Pull your glutes together and let that lift you back up. So I want you to guide the breath here into your hips. That's really where we wanna move from, rather than your back. So your back is gonna be nice and straight the whole entire time. Okay, we're moving around the hips. Okay, so I'm straight up and down here, and I'm simply like folding at my hips, but not at my spine, like that, right? We're keeping that spine lifted and lengthened. Big breath in, hold the weights close to the chest and squeeze them together. And then pull from your tailbone, draw your glutes into it, and lift. Inhale, we hinge. Good, pull your heart towards your face and your hips towards the back of the room. Exhale, we lift up. So what I'm really looking for in this move is quality over speed. So I would rather, especially if you're more advanced, you hold this position and work it for longer. Melting the shoulders away from the neck, drawing the sternum forward, lifting the abs, reaching your sits bones back. So work all of those actions and then use that to slowly lift yourself up. Okay, we're gonna do 3 more. This is not only giving you amazing strength in the back of your body, but it's also giving you a lot of release in the hamstrings, these muscles. It's a great way to actively stretch the back of your legs. Looking good, guys. Last one right here. Good, and then draw your glutes in. We stand up, release the weights. Okay, I'm gonna face you, but the next move we're gonna do, you're gonna hold the dumbbells so that they're vertical behind you. This is gonna help you pull your shoulders back. Feet are a little wider than before. We're gonna squat down, moving the hips back, and I want you to use the dumbbells to pull you back rather than forward. So we're gonna have them behind us, and then squeeze up through those glutes. Okay, so here we go into our footwork. We have a slight angle out of the feet. Dumbbells are hanging by our sides. They're pulling our shoulder blades back. Take a big breath in. We're squatting down. Lean back into your hips and keep that spine straight. And draw your glutes together. We stand. Looking good. So let's just kind of, you know, a squat. Let's breathe through it and focus on your own body. What feels good, what doesn't feel right, and see what adjustments you can make for yourself today. Knowing that when you're really into working out and you're active, there's definitely days you're meant to push and there's days where you're meant to not. It doesn't mean don't move, it just means find what feels right on that day. Focusing on those internal sensations and perceptions and letting those be your guide. Looking good, guys. Take a big breath in. We squat down. Deep breath out. We stand up. Can you lift your heart and move your upper back muscles closer and down the spine? Okay, we're going to go for 2 more. The last 2. And then last one right here, we squat and stand. Stepping this to a wide second position. Dumbbells are going to be the same position. I want them to pull your chest, your upper back over your lower back. As you bend your knees wide over the center of your feet, hold at the bottom and let the weights hang back. Lift your heart up and find length through the abdominal wall. And then press through the soles of your feet, lift. Big inhale takes you down, hold. Lift the heart away from the hips and draw your upper back muscles together. And then press down through the sole of the foot and lift. Let's take a peek from the side. So as you go down here, you're gonna pause. You're gonna scoop the pelvis under and let the dumbbells pull your chest over your hips. Maybe you even think of bringing the head back in space and then drop through the legs. One more time from this angle. Big breath in. Let the dumbbells lead and guide your spine back in space. And then press up to stand. Okay, a couple more here. Big breath in. And a deep breath out. You got it. Okay, we're gonna go for 3 more. We're here for 3. We're here for 2. A last one. We're here, hold at the bottom and feel the tailbone get heavier and the top of the head get lighter, lifting you up with energy. And then take another inch of depth and then press it all the way up. Good work. Okay, we're going around the world. So I'm gonna turn to face the other side of the room. You're gonna find that same position we were just in. So we've got our wide second position, toes are turned out. Weights are pressing together at the chest. Roll the shoulders off the chest. We're gonna do a flat back with our legs in our wide second position. So the knees are gonna bend. Your spine's really tall, right? We just worked getting the heart back. Keep that sensation as your spine comes forward, but not your chest, right? We're not gonna lead with the chest. It's the entire spine in one piece. And then you're gonna squeeze your glutes and bring your spine right back over your hips. The heart should still be lifted and not closed off. So make space in the center of the chest and hold that space as you hinge forward. This is where I want you to pause, especially if you're feeling more advanced, and see if you can get more length between where your tailbone and your occipital bone is. Then draw your glutes together and lift your whole spine up in one piece. So when you think of bridging versus curling, if you're very familiar with Pilates, this would be the bridging. The back is in neutral. It is not changing shape. It is going to move up and down in that one piece. Good. Inhale, we hinge. Squeeze your glutes and your shoulder blades to your back. Exhale, we lift. Looking good, guys. Inhale, hinge forward. Can we get a little deeper bend in the knees and push the knees wider and back? Exhale, draw the glutes together and squeeze. Embrace the heat, relax into it. Let's do 3 more. Good work, you guys. We've got our last 2. Drop that extra inch lower because we can. Okay, final 1. Just give me your best form right here. Hinge, hold, dumbbells press, shoulders press down off that neck. Press your glutes together, lift up and stand. Good work. Okay, we're repeating our push-up series with our donkey kick. So we just need 1 weight, and you're gonna put the weight now, this time, behind the back of the left leg. So stretch the leg out, and then we're gonna clamp that weight. So we're squeezing it tight at the back of the leg. Finding your modified plank, hands are gonna be a little bit wider than your shoulders, back your knees up. Take a big breath in, extend the heart forward, press the shoulders down. We're gonna lower down into our push-up, and we're holding at the bottom. Abs are tight. You're clamping that weight as you lift the left leg up, set the left knee down, and we press back up. We're climbing that ladder. You know we've got 6 rounds. We're on to 2. We're gonna lower down. Pull the shoulder blades together as you lift the left leg up. Tap it down. 1 more. Lift, tap, exhale to press. Big breath in, integrating your breathing with your movement. We're here for 3 and 2 and 1. Knee is down. We press up. Let's stay mentally strong here and enjoy the challenge. Enjoy the sensations right here. We've got 2 more to take it to 4. Last 1, knee down, press up. Good work. Round number 5. Big breath in to lower. Holding your belly in, we've got 5 and 4. How much can you squeeze the dumbbell and squeeze that hamstring? Last 2 and 1. Knee down, press up. This is our last one. Take a big breath in mentally. Set yourself up for success. We take it down. Squeeze the dumbbell. Up and down we go for 6, 5, 4, 3. You have got it for 2 and 1. Knee down. Press up. Good work. That is tough. Our lunge series now. So you're gonna step your left foot forward. Yes, we're back to it. And those right toes back behind you. Come down in your lunge. So you can actually set that right hand weight down for a second. Bring your left elbow into that left inner thigh, pin it together. Find that space in the spine. Static bicep curl. Squeeze the dumbbell really tight, make a fist. Squeeze your bicep and make a lot of tension between your left elbow and your left inner thigh. Good, to concentrate that upper arm. Good work, you guys. So this is just a minute to catch your breath and feel into the sensations of this left bicep muscle. How hard can you flex it? Could you make the muscle fire even if you weren't holding a dumbbell? Good, you've got 2 more, and then you have the option to advance. Back toes are going to tuck, and we're gonna bring this to a hover. So right toes tuck, shift the weight into the left leg. We're nice and low, tailbone back. You're gonna curl and lift. If you need to be up higher, you could totally straighten the back leg. Okay, I'm gonna have the back knee bent and I'm just barely off the ground. Okay, I'm letting my left arm and my left leg kind of fight with each other. You know, one's pushing out really hard, one's pulling in really hard. Pull that heart through and press those shoulder blades down away from the neck. You've got 7, 6, see if you can soften those facial features. I know it's tough, but let's not freak our nervous system out. In 4, you're gonna set that back knee down, grab the other dumbbell, 3, and 2, last 1. Good, set the back knee down, grab the other dumbbell. Okay, we're going around the world, so just make sure you have space to the sides of you. The wrists are forward, shoulders are on the back. So you're gonna come all the way up to standing and circle those arms overhead. You should be able to see the weights. Remember, they're not behind you. Pull your abs in as you go down with the circle of those arms. You're gonna lunge. We're gonna press up through that front foot. Then we're gonna lunge down. Pair your breath with your movement and breathe audibly. Maybe at this point you even need to sigh it out. Maybe it's been a tough workout or a tough day. So just let your body explore, releasing your emotions as you move. Good exercise really is a great way to decompress. Looking good, you guys. Keep it up. Tap that back knee down and press up. Okay, we've got 4 here. And 3. For 2. Okay, 1 more, then we change the arm position on 1. So meet me at the top, press the dumbbells together, wrists in, and then pull the elbows forward. You're gonna bend the weights behind your head, squeeze the elbows and dumbbells in, and then press up. Maybe you come down into your lunge and we hold. Good, work your arms to your peak, to your push place. Good, drop low in the legs. See if you can release tension in the back of the neck and put the tension in the back of those arms. Okay, let's integrate the breath with the movement here. We can do it. We're coming to the mat after this, so maybe that makes you smile and lets you know that this is a push, but it's temporary, and we're gonna make it through. Okay, what do you say? 5 more. Here we go. Breathe in and out. 5, 4, and 3. A little lower, a little tighter with those arms for 2. Last one. 4, 1. Stand up, step it in. Holy moly, are the thighs shivering. Okay, so come down and meet me on the ground. We're gonna do a plank. Let's have the dumbbell in the left hand. So I'll show this modified first, and then I will give an advancement. Weight in the left hand, walk the knees back, lift your feet. Like we started, knees hips distance, but think of pulling them towards each other, like you're pinching the mat with your inner thigh muscles. Left arm, shoulders press down, heart moves forward. Left arm's gonna go into a fly, pulling the left shoulder blade to the back. So take your mind and put it in your upper back. Try to move your upper back muscles towards the middle of your back. Advanced option, toes tuck, high plank. Now, this is a time where you have to be honest with yourself. Do you need this intensity? And are you ready for it? Are you able to keep your hips from twisting or your hip from kind of lifting when you lift the dumbbell? Then yes. If your form is a lot better on your knees, then stay there. You've got 3 more. For 3, tummy in for 2, and 1, and take it down. Okay, we're gonna go right into the other side. So meet me in that modified plank. We're starting to sweat. Knees walk back and pull your chest forward. Round your right arm, and squeeze those inner thighs. Even if you are gonna take the plank, see if you can set up here and just really feel good form. Shoulder pressing down and lifting from your upper back and not your elbow. Breathe out and in. We're gonna lay on our side after this. So I know it's a push, but there's going to be a little reward. Okay, remember you have that option of high plank. So it's chest forward, tailbone back, belly up, and looking at your hips, trying to angle the hip down of the arm that's lifting up. Good, let's finish these up. Last plank of class. Good, where can we relax into the intensity? Let's go for 4, and 3, for 2, and 1. Good, bring it down. Crazy hard, good work. Okay, so come to lay on your left side, dumbbells in the right hand. Okay, you can support your head with your left palm, or you can lay all the way down with your left arm. Wherever you're at, lift up through your top side. Reach your top leg, or your bottom side. Reach your top leg out of your body, like your toes could touch the wall beneath you. Make a lot of length here. Grab the dumbbell and hold it right in front of your top shoulder with the wrist down. It is staying there. Okay, lift your top leg up to hip height and flex the foot. Arch your lower back. You're gonna sweep the leg forward, and then you're gonna sweep the leg back. We are parallel. We are keeping a long lower belly. What that means is when the leg comes forward, it doesn't crunch your low abs. Lengthen your low abs, but pull them in. Okay, let's breathe. In and out. You've got it. Good, we're gonna go for 5. And 4. For 3. And 2. Last one. The weight is gonna go on the leg now. So rest the weight on the leg. Continue your sweeps. Just have it on the leg and spot it. Arch your back and lift those bottom ribs. Breathe in and out. Trying to get that top leg super straight, so we're not just working that hip strength here, but also the flexibility of the leg and the mobility of the hip. Good. Take a deep exhale, sigh it out. See if we can mentally relax a little bit here after some of those strong pushes we had during class today. Okay, you've got 4 more. For 4. You're going to be holding the weight in the arm again in that same position, coming up in 3. And 2. Okay, last one. Sweep your top leg straight forward. Make sure it's not here. Lift it up, arch your back, and now bring the weight right in front of the top shoulder, wrist down, pulse the leg and the weight up. Good, push your bottom thigh down, so up an inch, down an inch. Pull the shoulder and hip back in space. 8 more, then the weight goes back on the leg. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest the weight on the leg. 15 more pulses right here, little lifts. Now I want you to feel into that outer hip. Close your eyes, get a big squeeze there. Up and down. Good, let's go. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, good work, you guys. Okay, take the dumbbell with you. and bring it on over to that other side. We're getting sweaty. So the dumbbell is in the left hand. I'm gonna lay all the way down on my right arm because I think that just feels better here. So right ribs are up, reach your top leg really long, like someone's holding your ankle and stretching it out of your body. That's gonna help you get this lift. And then open up the space between your hips and the ribs. So we're not shortening, we are lengthening. Take the weight in the left hand, right at shoulder height, wrist down. Pull the shoulder back in space, lift the top leg, flex the foot. Here we go. I know that was a big setup, so capture what you can and then let's move. Breathe in on the way forward, breathe out on the way back. Maybe you're just ready to close your eyes. That's also a really great way to kind of, let go of the outside world and focus inward on our body. Now, if you feel like you can't bring your legs super far forward, that is totally fine. If your hips start to tuck when you come forward, I'd rather you keep better quality than more range. So keep that arch in your back and don't worry about how far forward that leg goes. Worry that you don't move from your pelvis. Breathe in, breathe out. Try to keep that leg up. Okay, we got 2 more. For 2. We've got 1 more. For 1. Put the weight on the outside of that left thigh. Keep that lift through the bottom ribs, and we're gonna continue our sweep. We go forward, pull back. So as you pull back, I want you to imagine there is a pencil between where your butt and your thigh would be. So the butt and the back of the leg. When you sweep your leg back, you're squeezing a pencil. That's where you're squeezing it, right where your tush attaches to the leg. Good work. Okay, maybe it's time for that sigh, especially when we're really starting to feel the shake and the heat. You are almost through. We're into those pulses really soon. This is when you tell your mind to relax. We've got this. We're gonna do it. We're gonna finish it. Okay, last 3. And 2. Okay, 1 more. Okay, sweep it back. The hand's gonna grab the weight right in front of that shoulder. It comes, sweep that left leg forward, and we pulse it. Can you arch your back more? So that means we aren't crunching the abs, we are lengthening. You're giving me those little lifts. Both the arm and the hip pull back in space. You've got this. Okay, we're gonna finish the last set of pulses with the weight on the thigh in 5, 4, 3, 2, weight on the thigh. Let's finish it up. Just go quality, and remember, if you need that child's pose, if you need that break, you take it. Listen to yourself. If you need that push, go a little harder and deeper on your intention with your form. Final 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! I feel like my leg's gonna fall off. How about you? Okay, press it up. We have a nice, juicy pelvic curl coming up. Said like any Pilates instructor would. So when you lay down, you're gonna be holding the weights like this. The arms are gonna be resting on the ground overhead. So lay on your back. You're gonna plant your feet down so that your feet line up with your hips and they're parallel. Your lower back has the arch. You're holding the dumbbell so that it's vertical and you've got one side of the dumbbell in your palm. Okay, we have light weights, so that should be doable. Arms are gonna go up, and then all the way overhead, you're resting the back of the hand on the floor. The weights are weighting your arms down for a reason. Straighten your arms as much as you can, so your elbows are really straight, and then pull your shoulders down. From here, take a big breath in, let the lower back arch. As you exhale, melt the lower back to the mat and then roll up from your butt, the mid back to the ribs. Pause there. Breathe out and lace your ribs together. And then bone by bone, roll the spine down and reach your arms straighter overhead. Big breath in, allow the lower back to arch, natural curve. Exhale, press the lower back to the floor from the strength of your belly. Roll the spine up just to where your upper back and your mid back meet. Find more length through your arms, and then press your ribs down as you curl your pelvis under. You should feel a big stretch in your lats here. And bone by bone, we take it down. If this is too intense on your shoulders, remember that you need to listen to your body. It's all about letting your body guide you through the movement. Know when to push and when to back off. Okay, this is spinal articulation with a little weighted lat stretch. Let's take 3 more because it feels really nice. The last 3. Are we breathing? Good work, you guys. Final one. Rolling the spine up. Good. See if you can deepen into the curl of your tailbone through your inner thighs, and then ever so slowly stretch the arms overhead, and 1 millimeter at a time lower the spine to the mat. That's going to give you the biggest stretch. And then take it all the way down. Good, and then bring it in. Woo, that was quite the stretch. Okay, so we are bringing it into the core section of this class. Yes, we've done a lot of abs, but this is gonna be super focused, just core work here. So you're gonna take that dumbbell, it's horizontal. You're gonna rest it on your shins, maybe near your feet. Okay, squeeze your legs together in tabletop. This is going to challenge you to keep your legs really still. So we're going to be mindful of how much we're using anything else in our abs. We're not wanting to use the neck, we're not wanting to use the shoulders, and we don't want the legs flopping around as we use our midsection. So the dumbbell's going to let you know if we do it. So we'll see if it happens for me. This is real time, so it may. Either hands can hold the neck, or arms can reach forward with the palms up. As you exhale, you're gonna lift your chest up. Your ribs are going down and your chest is coming over your ribs. Now, yes, your head has lifted, but it hasn't just been the only thing that's lifted you up. You're using a lot of your upper abs and your back mobility to lift. And then we take it back down. So the other option is hands here. We curl up really slow because we don't want the legs to move or to drop the dumbbell. If you have your hands behind your head, push your head gently back into your hands. That should create like a cradle for your head where there's no tension there, and it should be all isolated in your core. And then we lower down. So one thing to look at is if you're curling and it's this, that is going to be your head. So you want to get your shoulder blades, the upper part of your back, off the mat. That's going to be your key to success in accessing your abdominals. So just think about it, and let's move through a couple crunches. Breathe out, lift your chest and your heart up. Hold at the top. Draw your navel in and squeeze your inner thighs together. Inhale, lower down with control. Breathe out to lift. Check where you've lifted from. Is it your neck or is it your upper back? And remember, I'm not saying this for you to need to be perfect, right? We're just guiding ourselves deeper into the work and seeing if we can improve. Looking good, you guys. You can close your eyes and think about your belly. Especially when you're up at the top of the abdominal curl. You can close your eyes and feel into your stomach.
Think about what you're wearing that's resting right above your belly so you can feel the clothing on your body. Pull your belly away from the clothing.
Good, we curl up.
Pull the belly away from your clothing.
And breathe in. So again, this is an exercise that we're looking for quality over reps. And if you are more advanced, doing less reps, holding here at the top, and seeing if you can deepen your alignment and your form is going to offer you better results in the sense of deeper strength and awareness of these muscles. Okay, last one here, we're gonna hold up. We're gonna take small lower and lifts of our chest. So think about your mid-back, and I want it to touch down 1 inch, lift up 1 inch. So your shoulder blades, leave them at 1 inch and lift them at 1 inch. Down and up from your upper back. Are we keeping the lower half super still, isolating into the belly? Maybe the arms are forward, if that suits you better. Okay, see where we can soften through those facial features and put that work, that effort in the belly. And let's audibly breathe out. Release the jaw. Good, let's go for 8. Staying in control of your mind, focusing on the work for 4 and 3, for 2 and 1. Melt it down, grab the dumbbell, take your arms to a goal pose, and you're gonna twist your knees right and left. Rotate through, that's fine. Looking good, you guys. Okay, we've got one last thing for the abs, and then we are gonna stretch. So you're gonna take one dumbbell into your left hand. Arm is rounded, like you hug a tree or semicircle. Legs to tabletop. Belly in, pressing into the mat. As you open the left arm out to the side, you're gonna extend the right leg out to 45 degrees. Exhale, pull it back through center. Good, you're gonna inhale, open the arm, extend the leg back to tabletop, arm over the shoulder. I want you to think about your mid-spine and pushing that down into the mat when the arm and leg are long. So when you're out, pull the ribs together and down into the floor. And feel free to touch your stomach and your belly and press. Use your the rest of your body to give yourself like a physical cue, just like a hands-on adjustment that a trainer or an in-class teacher would give you, a live teacher. You can do that for yourself. And that might help build awareness of these muscles. So right now I'm doing kind of like this to my rib cage. When my leg and arm are long, pinch them together. Good, we're gonna go for 4 more. For 4. Shoulders press down off that neck. For 3. And 2. Good, last one. And 1. Okay, you guys, let's finish on the other side. I'm just gonna flip around because I'm gonna hit the wall with the dumbbell. So the dumbbell is into the right hand. The arm is rounded. Legs are coming to tabletop. Press your ribs and your lower back down. Open the right arm out to the side. Extend the left leg long, hold, and find your rib cage connection. And then draw it back in. So your advanced option is to take a longer hold. Freeze here. Where can you create more muscle activation and awareness and less tension? So yeah, we're contracting, but not like for dear life. balancing the effort and the ease in this class today. Because life is tough and it's all about balance, and so is working out. Good, so yeah, I definitely can feel my ribs getting a little lighter. So I'm just gonna use that kind of hands-on adjustment for myself to help pull the ribs together and down. And that works for me. And like I said, remember, this class is about teaching yourself for you to figure out what works for you. So if it doesn't work for you, it's totally fine. I'm not offended. Inhale as you move one way. Exhale as you move the next. Breathing in, seeing if we can hold, work deeper into that ab connection, and pull it back together. Okay, we're into our last couple right here. So let's integrate everything we've worked on in class today. Breathing, mental focus, and physical strength, yet release. Okay, last 3. You've got it. For 2. And 1 more. And 1. And release. Good. Set the dumbbell down and hug your knees into your body. And just let your eyes close. Good. And feel into all the sensations that are happening internally right now. Good. Maybe you have a lot more awareness of certain feelings, muscles, sensations. Maybe more like emotions. Maybe you're crying. Maybe you had a tough day. So just let whatever it is that comes up for you be. Okay, let's take a really big breath in, filling up through our belly. And then a big, deep breath out. That feels really good. Let's do it 2 more times. So we're going to take a deep breath in. Good, and fully exhale. Okay, last one. Inhale to fill up. Exhale to let go. We could all use a little bit more of that, yeah? So let's just put the feet down on the floor and take them wide. And then you're gonna knock your knees in. So we get a little bit of this internal hip rotation. Feels kind of nice. So if this is a big stretch, stay here. If you want to go deeper, you're gonna take your right leg to cross over the outside of the left leg. Left shoulder presses into the mat. Knees are gonna fall slightly to the right, but not so much that your back really pops up. So just a little twist. And then let's come back into that restful state and take a couple moments here. Okay, release that side. Right foot goes wide, knee knocks in. Take the left leg to the outside of the right and pull the knee over. Press the right shoulder into the mat. And letting that side go. So now knees to the chest. We're going for an outer hip stretch. Take your right leg over the left leg and take the knees to you and give them a big hug in. Press the back of the shoulder into the mat, expanding through your chest. And releasing the right side, following up left leg over right. Grab the knees, pull them to you, pressing your upper back down, spreading across your chest. Let's finish with a happy baby. So you're gonna have kind of like your wide second position, but upside down. So you can take your hands around your thighs and pull down. You can hold the shins and pull down. You can hold the feet and pull down. So all of them are great options. It's just whatever feels good on the body today. Okay, let's let the shoulders melt away from the neck. Close the eyes and take a final few breaths here. And feel all the contractions of the abs we did today, just completely let them go. So using this big belly breathing as kind of like our counter to our core work. Good, and then release the legs, and let's bring it on up. Awesome work, you guys. Oh, I kind of feel really relaxed now. I hope you do too. I hope that this class was interesting and a little different for you. I tried to think of this class of, we're all so busy, and I know if you've been doing my workouts and you made it to here that you like a tough workout, and so do I. But I've been kind of playing with how much when I work out really hard and I get too intense on it, how it can kind of affect me mentally. So this class kind of offers you a solid workout, but also gives you that mental check of like, okay, we don't need to scare ourselves into it. We can have a good time with it. So I hope you feel like you got a massage mentally and physically. So if you have not already, I would love if you would subscribe. If you haven't already, join my membership for more workout videos. You can find information in the join button below and in the description. And I would love to hear from you in the comments. Say hi, where are you from, what's up? And yeah, my name is Lindsay. This is Pilates on Demand, and I hope you have a great day. I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.